From St. Cloud, Florida, this is the Phoenix Rising Radio Network.
I like shady things.
Welcome to my latest experiment. This is a big one, the one I've been waiting for all my life.
Welcome to the Doc Show, coast to coast.
I think, because we're St. Cloud's first radio station, that we should be out there for the opening of St. Cloud's first booby bar.
We were on double secret probation, whatever that is.
Get him in there, give him a couple of big beers.
Anything goes wrong, I call abort. Everybody walk away immediately.
Weeknights, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern.
What's the problem between these two gentlemen?
What we've got here is...
Maybe we should have them duel at 20 feet.
Failure to communicate.
Give Doc a call, 407-498-3193.
I want to get online. I need a computer.
The Florida Gators suck, and so do their fans.
You would need 3 promotions to get to be an asshole.
But now why do we have to talk about Obama screwing something up?
Because that's all he does.
Ask him to go in there with all they've got. Win just one for the Kipper.
Often imitated, never quite duplicated.
I can see I'm outnumbered in this room.
This is the Doc Show, coast to coast, with Doc Holliday.
A nation divided, protests in the streets, vicious name-calling, inflammatory hate speech. Not only during the entire campaign, now it's all over Facebook. That's why Mark Zuckerberg is announcing a new social media app called Replacebook. Log into Replacebook and just try to call somebody a derogatory name or use a racial slur, and Replacebook will immediately replace your post with photos of baby ducks. Post a photo of the clash between a Trump and Clinton protester and have it automatically replaced with a video of a mom and a little girl who wants a snack.
Food? Yes.
Upload a photo of a hateful protest sign and have it replaced by the peaceful musical stylings of Dionne Warwick. So get the new app, Replacebook, because you don't really want to be pictured on the internet saying that other thing, do you?
Up on the tightrope.
There wasn't much musically that Leon Russell couldn't do, along with recording hit songs for himself like Tightrope and Lady Blue in the 1970s. Russell died Sunday in Nashville at the age of 74.
Doctor Strange, the Marvel movie, led North American box office for the second week in a row.
Mr. Doctor, it's strange.
President-elect Trump has appointed Republican National Committee Chairman Reince Priebus as his chief of staff, and Trump named Stephen Bannon as chief strategist and senior counselor.
Hundreds of shoppers fled from the Crossgates Mall in the Albany suburb of Guilderland after 1 or 2 shots rang out.
A California deputy sheriff killed while responding to a call about a suspicious car and person.
A new study suggests tattoos change people's perceptions of men who have them. In a survey of both genders, Polish researchers say women considered tattooed men as healthier and strongly masculine, but not more attractive.
A strong quake in New Zealand turning deadly.
Wildfires continue raging across several states in the south and southeast.
Season 2 of Red Oaks premieres on Amazon.
President-elect Trump says Hillary Clinton's concession call Tuesday night was lovely and obviously a tough one to make.
She couldn't have been nicer. She just said, "Congratulations, Donald. Well done."
He spoke to 60 Minutes on CBS.
Monday's back.
We're on every morning.
I'm no morning person.
You can really tell who is a morning person and who is not.
Okay, not a morning person.
This is where we do our morning show.
In the darkest depths of the forbidden zone.
Shows can be successful simultaneously.
It's showtime.
Morning.
They'd have to be stupider than you are when you fart yourself awake.
Wake up, Domi.
Good morning.
What a joke. Here's a fake spike. Brown. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Shades of Marino. They're in Dan Bailey's range right now. Elliott for the touchdown. No flags. Cowboys lead. 9 seconds left.
Okay, all she has to do is come back and win Wisconsin, come back and win Michigan, come back and win Pennsylvania. And some of the counties, the urban counties, they're so... Black people vote late.
Yeah, let's hope there's 100,000 of us in Green Bay. Your brothers love the Packers.
You never know, guys. Alaska's still out there.
We're now calling Alaska for Donald Trump.
Oh, my God. I think America is racist.
Oh, my God. You know, I remember my great-grandfather told me something like that. And, you know, he was like a slave or something.
I can't believe it. Like, why aren't people turning out for Hillary the way they did for Barack Obama?
I mean, maybe because you're replacing a charismatic 40-year-old black guy with a 70-year-old white woman. I mean, that's like the Knicks replacing Patrick Ewing with Neil Patrick Harris.
And Donald Trump has been elected President of the United States.
Yeah, you guys are right. It's a historic night.
Yeah, don't worry. It's going to be all white.
What about undocumented immigrants?
Oh, they're not going nowhere. Come on, man. You act like everybody trying to pick their own strawberries.
I mean, seriously, there's only so many Mexicans we can send out of here. Because I ain't picking my own oranges. And unless I got a grapefruit tree in the backyard, I ain't picking my own grapefruit. That's what you Mexicans are for.
You can't even pick up your own beer can and take it to the garbage.
That is not true. It is just the garbage is full of my empty beer cans.
Oh.
So I got to find a place to hide it.
Here's a novel idea. Why don't you change the garbage bag?
Don't get all cocky. She has this fantastic idea. And coming out of her mouth, I couldn't believe it. We're going to talk about that in just a second. It's local. It's the local elections. It's the new mayor of St. Cloud.
We do things backwards in this town.
He is going to be so sorry.
That he met me.
That No. That he hasn't met you yet.
He's not going to come in here. He won't be.
But B, that he dogged me and would not consent to an interview because the person that I supported was the guy he actually beat in the election. To this day, I can't figure out how this pastor, what the hell's his name?
Nathan Blackwell, and I'm sure he's a very nice man.
He's now, what
I'm
are
sure.
you? Are you Pastor Nathan Blackwell or are you Mayor Nathan Blackwell?
Well, I guess he's both.
First, we had the devil in there, Rebecca Borders, and now we have somebody that claims he talks to Jesus. Well, we got questions for you because I don't believe in your election. I believe there was election fraud. And yes, I'm calling out a local pastor. And I'm calling him out to the point where either he comes in here.
He won't.
Or he calls on the, I won't be able to tell if it's him on the phone. I'll say, okay, make it thunder. And if he does, then,
if he's a pastor, he's not going to lie.
Yes, because, my God, Jim and Tammy Faye were the most honest pastors I'd ever heard of. And what about that dude? I have sinned against you. How about all these...
Jerry Falwell?
Jerry Falwell?
I don't know.
Well, Jerry Falwell was just fat.
I don't
No,
know. I'm Catholic. We don't have famous pastors.
No, but you got a lot of famous priests.
Oh, we don't have famous priests.
Oh, yeah, they're famous.
The popes. And
the Pope hides them.
Ugh.
And he shuffles them around the entire country so the pedophile priests do not get figured out. And then, of course, there's Hillary, who wanted to destroy the Catholic Church, going to cut it in half.
Well, we're safe now.
You're safe because Donald Trump could care less about Catholics and how you do your business. He's not a Catholic. He's Protestant.
And see, I didn't even think he was really anything.
Yeah, he is. And to be that lucky in life, to be as lucky in life as Donald Trump has been, to fight as hard as Donald Trump has fought, to be able to wake up next to Melania. Melania, is that her name?
Melania.
Melania.
Why do you keep calling her the mall?
Or the turn of the century. I don't know, man. She just turns me on. And you know what really turns me on about her? The way she talks. I tell you, the beating of kids, it hurts me so bad.
I think she did very well on 2020.
No, it was, first of all, 60 Minutes.
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah.
Like, I got a problem with 60 Minutes, and I got a big problem.
They were kind of mean.
They lied. 60 Minutes flat out lied last night First of all, Leslie Stahl, who was the old bag.
She wears really red lipstick.
Who was interviewing Donald and...
This was on Sunday, correct?
This was Sunday, yeah. And she flat out lied. And Trump, they threw Trump. Okay, this is what happened. This is where I've got a problem. So we're going to start here first with the interview on 60 Minutes Sunday night with Donald Trump and Melania. She's so beautiful.
Melania. Okay, listen. I want my lemon pledge. That's what
She's so beautiful.
Like. I need my lemon pledge for Melania's furniture.
Now, that's a beautiful woman and maybe in her 40s. 45 was my first guess, not last night. They put a hard light on her. I mean a hard light. There's a soft light that the soap opera stars use and older actresses use and Hillary used in the last debate. That's why she looks so good. Because, and they discussed this in the media, there was a soft light. Well, if you know what? You have a right to look as good as you can. And if you want to request that the network running the debate get the soap opera soft light, I don't have a problem with it. But I picked it as soon as I saw it. I said, oh, man, she's got that Days of Our Lives Marlena Evans light.
My mom would call it the moonlighting light when they would do that on Sybil Shepherd.
And Sybil was old then, you know, and they didn't help poor Bruce Willis. But guys can age. See,
he looked good in the moonlighting days.
Yeah, well, he had hair. I think he looks better bald. But let's get back to the way they photographed the most beautiful first lady ever. I touch my nipples when I see myself in the mirror. She's flat out and she's brilliant.
Could you have a little more respect since she's the first lady elect? Please.
I'll have respect when she's the first lady. Right now, I want to talk about her nipples. And they were pouncing last night.
Sound like Tony the intern, extern, re-intern, re-extern.
No, because he had no common sense whatsoever.
He said, I need more lemon pledge.
And he wouldn't even...
I need more lemon pledge.
He could say something funny, but it would never make the air because he was too stupid to know that he was on the air.
Oh, Doc.
So...
Oh, Doc.
Anyhow, they had her under a harsh light. Leslie Stahl was under a soft light. Did you see how bad she looked?
Dude, she's got like old lady lipstick going on.
Holy crap. And she was under the soft lighting. Melania was under the hard lighting. And you know that because you'll see when she smiled, the little wrinkles in her cheek. And they're just dimples, but they look bad under a hard light. Last night, 60 Minutes committed the ultimate sin. And we're going to talk about the people that are screwing with Trump, screwing with this rioting. You really personally believe that? I was so pissed when I saw this question asked last night. And it wasn't a question that was asked at the same time of the interview. See, I did a little reading up today. Because they both look different. And there was no Melania around. And Leslie Stahl, who all of them are going to die eventually. George Soros, the guy that's funding all the rioting that's going on. Funding the hatred against the Muslims. They say there's hatred against the Muslims. No more than usual, as far as I know. And they say that there are black people being beaten by white people, and that there are white people walking around putting Negroes and whites on toilets. No, there's not. Okay, first of all, we were, not as a race, but as a country, very happy that we didn't have to deal with crooked, corrupt, nasty skank Hillary Clinton. that the Dems' corrupted run stopped at 8 years. Because not that she would have made 16 years, but somebody would have succeeded her. And can you imagine that jackass drunk from Virginia? Now, I'm not one to, call somebody a drunk because I like my beer. But if you meet me, you don't see no big red face. You don't see that nose. You wouldn't even know. But when you look at him, he's got the cherry blossoms. What are they called? Do you know what they're called?
Cherry blossoms.
But I mean, it's what people that drink a lot have on their face.
Rosacea?
Rosacea. Okay, good.
Or blushing?
He's got tons of rosacea on his face. And you can tell that he drinks. That's fine. You're allowed to drink. I like to drink. I don't have a problem with it. I don't have any rosacea. And if one day I woke up and saw it, I would not be drinking that day. I would be drinking water. And he could have been our president. So last night on 60 Minutes, out of nowhere, and we know, ladies and gentlemen, look, this radio station, my voice, and your thoughts are the reason Donald Trump won that election here in Florida. Because we hit Trump harder than anybody. We hit, good Lord, the Orlando market in radio? They're too busy playing the hits. I hit Trump so fucking hard. People were like, man, you're fighting a losing cause. No, he's going to win. Because you're going to listen to me. And you're going to listen to what I've got to say. And the fact is that Hillary was corrupt. You bought it. It's a good thing. You saved this country, Florida. You saved it. Ohio saved it. Pennsylvania saved it. And I will take credit because I saw the numbers. We can actually go in and see who's listening, and we can find out how they voted. And they voted for Trump. The people that listened to this show voted for Trump. If I hadn't been sitting here jumping up and down, that wouldn't have happened. Alex Jones, who's on before me, also has a right to lay claim to that. All right, so I feel confident. I know. Now, Donald Trump is here to help Americans. And I'm so sick and tired of listening to, oh, my God, I'm so scared of Donald Trump, What's he going to do? He's going to make it better for Americans. Last night on 60 Minutes. You see the rioting, right? You see, some of it's rioting. But they're all white people. For the most part, except for the Black Lives Matter idiots. Most of them are white. That's how you know somebody's getting paid. White people do not riot. Unless somebody's sliding them $1,500. It's not happening. Black folks riot because they're pissed. They try to say they're mad at us. But in reality, if black people were really mad at us for Donald Trump, their asses would be out there. And I do see some. You see some people of color, but not many. These are white kids that have been paid off by George Soros. Okay. It has nothing to do with the people that voted for Donald Trump. A flat-out lie. Leslie Stahl, last night, 60 Minutes. What do you say to your followers that are beating Muslims and that are beating African Americans? And Trump looks shocked. I know you saw it. Trump looked absolutely stunned, like, well, stop. And Leslie Stahl says to him, you didn't hear about this? Well, that's funny, neither did I. Crazy how that happens. I didn't hear about it either. I know that they're out doing whatever they're doing, but I think the press, especially the mainstream racist press, if there were Trump supporters beating Muslims and beating blacks, they'd report it. I couldn't even imagine. I can't even imagine a group of whites taking on a group of black people and coming out of there alive. Black people know how to fight, folks, and they know how to riot. She lied. The whole thing was taken out of context, and Trump looked like, well, if this is going on, she goes, so you haven't heard about this? Total setup. And he's going, well, no, but if it is, stop. I'll look in the camera. Please stop. But he had a stunned reaction. On 60 Minutes, he was stunned. He hadn't heard about white people beating on black people, white people painting racist slogans all over black neighborhoods. He hadn't heard about the white man going in to beat the hell out of the Muslim because it wasn't going on. And if it was going on, the reason that he didn't hear about it is because his campaign was run with class and style. And they would have come to him immediately, especially his campaign manager, and would have said, Donald, you have to confront this right now. He didn't know because it wasn't happening. It's not happening. It's a lie. It's the big lie. George Soros, Hillary Clinton, and Barack Obama, where are you telling people to stop this? You're nowhere. Because last night on 60 Minutes, they threw it on Trump to make it stop. Well, Trump didn't know what they were talking about. And he just wants to, he says, I'm all for, he said it, I am for a united America. And if you're an American, and you're born on American soil, and so you're on welfare, and so you're on this, he's not going to rip it out from underneath you. How stupid can you be? If you're illegal, you're done. But he's not going to rip families apart. If you're illegal and you committed a crime, you're out. You ain't coming back. The Muslims that Obama's been sneaking in here, they're going to turn them right around. Because they got no business here. They got no business here. Oh, but they're refugees, and they're being what? Thank you. Let's take a break. Donald Trump and the followers, of which I am one. I got a sticker on my chest, deplorable, that said I voted. But I can guarantee you there is no way me, who's been called a racist for 8 years because of Obama, would ever think of going down to 7-Eleven and writing something on the side there. You get out of here. Because that's not, Donald doesn't hate black people. And that's a fallacy and the big lie being told to you by the Democrats. If you believe it, you have become one of them. They're zombies. And George Soros, by the way, look at a picture. He looks like he's about to die. And I'd like to help him. It's 30 minutes past the hour. We'll be back. Bam Bam's got a great idea. And I want you to hear this. And I asked her if she wanted me to take credit for it because she's going to get crap. She will. She's going to get a lot of crap over this. And she's like, no, I'm ready for some crap.
What else you got?
You know, and she did her...
I've been watching Pitch. I'm girl inspired. What else you got?
I haven't seen Pitch yet.
You would like it.
But apparently it's making all women empowered. And if that's the case, fine. But the right women, not Hillary, not these assholes that are running around going, Hillary deserved another chance. We're going to get the Electoral College and we're going to get it overturned. God, you're stupid. Just stupid. And I'm not done yet. It's the Doc Show. Coast to coast, right here from Central Florida. Don't forget to check us out on YouTube. Starting on Wednesday, I'm going to have a segment done after the show where I am going to tell you what the hell is wrong. And hopefully we'll find a way. And you'll be able to hear the show on there and everything. I don't know. I don't know the logistics or this, that, or the other thing. I know it's YouTube. Subscribe to it. It doesn't cost any money. And I'm going to be the loudest, most obnoxious son of a bitch YouTube's ever heard.